heart of gold, but ready to fight. Standing tall, doing what's right. Shining truth like a firelight. Daddy's wisdom running deep taught me promises I gotta keep. Breaking chains, leaving pain behind. Calling out the crooked kind. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawntrooper rides again. Ain't no fear when I'm around. Justice stands on solid ground. One last chance to make it right, or face the reckoning tonight. In the dark where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell. Standing strong, I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawntrooper rides again. In the dark, where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell. Standing strong, I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies. No more secrets in disguise. Second chances, they wear thin. Spawntrooper rides again.
Warning: the following video contains strong language, which may be offensive to some viewers and/or inappropriate for children. Warning: the following video contains strong language, which may be offensive to some viewers and/or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only. Thank you for your attention. Well, hello! Greetings and salutations, everybody. Hi, Squid. Hi, Ammo. Oh, let me get... Oh, yeah. Right, first of all, hi, Squid. Kim, Roy, Tammy, Gail. Hello, I'm watching you. Who else have we got? We got... Oh, who we got? We got Janet. Hi, Janet. Good to see you. Ammo Girl. Hi. Well... Okay, it's been fucking interesting. Let's put it that way. It's been very interesting indeed. You know, you go away for a certain period of time. I mean, I'm not going to get into it. I can't get into it, but let's put it this way. It was an absolute shitstorm, to say the least. So the less communication I had with normal human beings, the better. So a big apology to everybody that I just dropped off the planet and dropped off before. Hi, Eric. And yes, I'm back. Hi. um, I mean, like, to be perfectly honest with you, it's like I never left. I mean, unfortunately, my pretty can't be here tonight. So, Squid, if you want to come and jump on and have a chat, catch up, please feel free to let me know. SMN, good to see you, buddy. Now, one thing I can say, people, in regards of how can I put this? Because it'll give you a slight hint of what I was dealing with. If you are trying to hide resources, regardless of if it's offshore bank accounts, anything. If you are investigated by, i.e., thank you, Gail, appreciate that. If you are investigated by the IRS, the Customs and Excise, or the Inland Revenue, depending on what country you're from, I can assure you that you've got no leg to stand on. If they want to subpoena you and they want to search, to go through your records and your bank details and everything, they will go back so far, your grandparents will turn in their grave. So you need to do a little bit of research, because I found out a lot of new things over the last few days, which were quite eye-opening, to say the least. You know, and then, funny enough, the air raid alarm went off in the background. That was quite interesting. Sienna, hi. Excuse me. Sienna, welcome. And as you can tell, I'm back. Nothing's changed. Obviously, the crampons are back at it again. I mean, like, delusional. If you look under the words delusional, you'll see those two fat gals standing there going, "Me, so look at me, so once." So my queen is fantastic. However, we've had a demise in the family. Yes. For some reason, everything was fine with her car. And then that was it. It just fucking went. It just fucking done. There's nothing that can be done. So let's just take a moment to remember the car. Okay, that's enough. Right. Anyway. Oh, see, you didn't realize I went anywhere. Why? It's people have been talking about me so much that it feels like that I'm still here. Wow. I don't know. It's weird. It doesn't matter anyway. I mean, when people are talking about me, they're not talking about anyone else, are they? So they're leaving people alone, and that's the important thing. Obviously, the last time I think anyone saw me was Friday, when Eric, Rob, me, and DJ Ratters did the cards thing. That was fun. I think a lot of people are not used to the it's. I mean, you have to remember, it is very risque. Some of the things are on borderline, but it's not meant in that way. It's just like how it's just a little bit of fun, right? Now, also coming back, I found out that because I've been neglecting my gaming channel, and fair dues, I should be ashamed of myself. Because as a gamer, I should be working on it. Yeah, everyone says hats off and hands over heart. Bless the Carla. Yeah, that card's done. Mama Joe, hi, welcome to the stream. yeah, I'm back. So, did you like my thumbnail? Did you? No, Spawn. I've been so focused on getting my shoulder better, and I haven't paid attention to it. Good. Well, that's the fit. You have to take. Here's the rule number one. You always take care of yourself before you take care of people. And let's be honest with you. Not everyone takes advantage of you. Like, I mean, I've got from some really nice friends here. I mean, I've got Squid. I've got Ammo Girl. I've got Eric. I've got DJ Ratters. I've got JK, and I've got many other people, right? Gail, SMN, Roy, so many other people. I mean, like, one thing I will say to those individuals who DM'd me and contacted me DM wise, I really do appreciate that, and thank you so much for contacting me. it's humbling to say the least. So thank you very much for that. Tonight's not going to be a long one because obviously I'm just getting back into it. But by good God, don't those people in the villages know when to shut up? I mean, seriously, don't they realize when to like take that freaking? I mean, like when you first all met me, I used to come out with this joke, said that one day their ass is going to sue their face for the amount of shit they talk. And to be perfectly honest with you, it's like, you know, she writes a document and puts down Lisa Lee legal. The three L's: lost, loser, loser, and loser. All right, and then you got some other twallop, all right, flapping her gums. You know, I mean, if you're going to make yourself feel important, okay, then make yourself feel important. Do something important. Don't just fucking sit there and flap your gums like, okay, but I'll take anybody on. Mate, you can fight your way out of a paper wet bag, let alone freaking wake up in the morning. I mean, seriously, you don't scare nobody. All right. And, you know, Luthman and all the. Has anyone noticed there's not been a peep from freaking Deuce Boy? You know, Volp has also gone on his own merry way. Like, here's a word of advice, people from the anti-what the hells. Right? That little freaking nest you built and then it imploded because it was all about greed. Now, here's the thing, especially over the last week, one thing I've learned. Greed will cause you more negativity and more hell than you'll ever imagine. That I can assure you of. Right? And I am first-hand witness of seeing how so many people can lose everything because of fucking greed. It is very easily done. And in fact, over 3 days. So if you like, you're going on about taking statements out of context. Okay. Now I've seen that little, that little document that you wrote, Lisa. All right. And I'm going to address you tonight, sweetheart, because, well, I'm killing you sweet is like fucking, yeah. I mean, I'm sorry to everyone who is actually genuinely sweet. But anyway, I mean, looking at that document, right? Funny enough, I actually took a screenshot of that document and sent it to someone, my boss, basically. And he just laughed. He went, this can't be real. And I went, yes, it is real. And he went, no, this. I said, no, this is a federal court case. And he was like, absolutely, no fucking way. And I went, yep. He went, and the judges allow this. And I went, yep. So has it been? I said, I don't know. I don't know, American law. And he just went, this is absolutely ridiculous. That someone who is not legally trained, well, apparently they said they're legally trained, just because they won a court case against a radio channel doesn't make you like, what's that freaking, what was that lawyer in the wheelchair?
Oh, Perry
Mason. Perry Mason. It doesn't, yeah, there you go. It doesn't make you Perry Mason. All right, because that is going back some time, isn't it? Fucking many years ago in 1852, when we were still learning to ride the bike. Yeah. Excuse me. So yeah. Now here's the thing. This is the problem, right? These people, like, you would expect you've got, you know, life jacket lips and all these other people like legally trained. Now, even though they are absolutely bang shit crazy out of their fucking heads, you would think that at some point in the world of reality and normality, they would have actually learned to use common sense when it comes to this will work, this will not work. Just look at Luthman. Luthman knows certain perks of, like, you know, between the lines about the 60-day, 30-day, 90-day, whatever. All right. Now, what gets me is that if you take a paragraph or you take what someone says, okay, here's the thing. I don't live in the United States, so I can't speak as an American. That's why I wouldn't mind having my pretty or squid on here. Oh, wait a minute, I've got a massage. See, why have you deleted? Oh, right, okay. Anyway, so I forgot what I was saying now. What was I saying? See, that message was important. Can you remember what I was saying? But anyway, so you know, one thing you have to understand is that, like, I'm not from the States, so therefore I cannot speak as an American. But what I can do is speak as an individual who knows a little bit about America. Well, I know a little bit about America, but that's beside the point is that you've got your constitutional rights. Yeah. All right, and you've got your amendments, correct? Now, anyone and everyone can say what they like as long as it's not threatening, terroristic, or fighting talk or whatever. All right. Here's the thing: if someone says something and you're trying to tarnish their character, which, by the way, you've done way before, all right? You used Lynette Preston and John Cook as a platform to announce your dislike to Jeremy, and you fucking went both hung tail on it, all right? And you haven't stopped since, and you're still grifting money out of people. You're still trying to make money out of people. Now, I will never ask for anything, right? If I put a goal up and I achieve something, fine. If I don't, fine. It doesn't bother me, right? Because what's important for me is the essence of the community, that people can be here, they feel safe and they can communicate and not be bullied or fucking victimized or whatever. Now, here's your problem, right? You've taken comments that Jeremy Hales made and you put it into a fucking legal motion. Well, attempted to. Okay, but the thing is, what you've done now, you've taken that out of context. So anyone who, like a layman, anyone, who will look at that document will go, oh shit, is that what you said? Oh, bloody hell, that looks bad. Okay, because they don't have the context. They just see these comments. And that's what you've been doing from day one. Sorry for the coughing, by the way, guys. And that's what you've been doing from day one. You have taken his words and tried to twist them out and take them out of context and then twist your own narrative to it. And the amount of times I have pointed this out, not just with you, Fräulein Chubby, all right, but a lot of other individuals, not just on the anti-what the hells, but also on the other side as well, on both sides. There are absolute fucking disgusting reprobates on both sides. That I can assure you of. Now, if you seriously think, and to be perfectly honest with you, looking at the way the legal system works over there and look at the way everything's happening in Florida, I personally believe the court's going to look at that and go, oh, right, okay. Right, and they're just going to fill that. This is what they, obviously they've been filling this case up with paper, emotion, trying to drown it in emotions. Get it? Drown it in emotions. Anyway, but one thing I can say, I just hope that certain people's legal teams will start getting their fucking. Hey, Cynthia, good to see you. I hope that at some point, Jeremy, if he is listening or that he is told about this stream tonight, the only message I've got for Jeremy is get your thumb out your fucking ass. You are paying for a legal fucking service. Get Randy to do his fucking job. I think this has gone on long enough. And to be perfectly honest with you, the less that is put in public by you and by anybody who are associated to you, Mr. Hales, the better. This is speaking from experience over the last week. The less you fucking say, the less you put out there, the better. Because the thing is, every time you open your trap, they open theirs. However, you are the victim here. Let's be honest with that. Let's get down to the fucking nitty gritty about this. You are the victim in it. You are being the one who's being harassed, bullied, and God knows what else. Right? You even had people move next door to your property to try and make some money out of you. But that failed. And look where that's got you. Well, oh, yeah, absolutely, Cynthia. I know there's too many people, but this is now the time where sometimes you have to, no, I'm not going to, tomorrow, hopefully Squid will let me know what we're talking about tomorrow. Because I owe her a big apology as well, because I went silent running with everybody. Because I had to have a clear mind. So things are going to get slowly back to normal again. However, one thing I do want to say is that I am very thankful for everybody who contacted me privately, and and I do appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. But you have to understand is that sometimes, like, if I disappear off the face of the earth, I've said from the get-go that, this case is repetitive. The topic is repetitive. However, I can speak from a observational point of view, and from a point of view of someone who likes to do research. And one thing I can assure you is that the less Jeremy puts out there, the more they'll dig that hole. Because if you think about it, here's one thing you have to think about. Say, for example, Jeremy doesn't talk about, I don't know, he doesn't talk about one topic. For example, hypothetically speaking, just about the bankruptcy, for example, yeah? Okay, and then suddenly you, yeah, I know. And then, and then suddenly you got other people flapping their gums about the bankruptcy case, right? Ever heard of perjury? It's like, I'm surprised some of these people are still walking around free. I mean, like, with the utmost respect to everybody in the United States, there is something seriously fucking in the water. There is something in the water over there, because, like, over here, this wouldn't have went on that long. I can assure you of that. It would have not went on this long, and the CPS would have done their job. Well, over here, the crimes, CPS as a crime prevent. Oh God, what's the crime? Oh, fuck off. Why is it? I can't remember. CPS, is it CPS or CPO? The Crown Prosecution Service. Oh, CPS. There you go. CPS is our Crown Prosecution Service. Right. Anyway, over here, social services. Like, yeah. God, I got so much to say and little time to do it. Now, I really don't know what to say. I just think that, like, a lot of people are shooting themselves in the foot. On multiple occasions, the hint is there. And if you remember back, there was a lot of stuff that I said, okay, that I have done and I have said with all this. Crime prevention, so there you go. All right. Here's the thing. I want you to sit there and honestly think about this. There's been a lot of stuff that I've said that was then repeated and used on other people's platforms. Now, I'm not talking about Squid or anyone else, because we are quite close when it comes to communication, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm talking about on the anti-what the hell side. Like when I spoke about slap, right? It wasn't slap. It was what it stands for and what it meant, and what basically the anti-what the hells were trying to do to people across the board. We're not talking about Jeremy Hells. We're not talking about George. Let's leave them to one side at the moment. When I mentioned the word slap, okay, these were yonks ago. That was last year, probably the year before. I can't remember. It was so many moons ago. All right. Actually, oh, here we go. Oh, you know, it makes you think. It does make you think. Where is it? 1 second. Is that the one? Yeah. Where the hell is it? What is this? So I got it. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Is it? Yes, here we go. Video found on Slack. Right. Now, I'm going to read this out to you because I think it's very important. Okay. Hang on a minute. 1 second. I'm trying to find it. And then, right. Okay. I basically used the slap hashtag twice. Okay. All right. And one was, this was like, one was 3 months, not now, but this is when I actually did this. One was 3 months and one was 1 month. Okay. This was way before I actually used it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm sorry about this, but I'm doing this off the cuff. Yeah. Right. Okay. So let's go back. And what I find quite interesting is that basically the next, I think it was 2-3 days later. Hi, David Green. Good to see you. All right. 2-3 days later, all right, certain people on Anti What the Hell start talking about it. And the reason I was talking about it, to put it into context, I don't have a right history, but so unfortunately I can't do it. If you like, I can tell me what you'd like to know about SLAP. Right. Now, this is what SLAP stands for. Okay. All right. SLAP stands for Strategic Lawsuits Against Public Participation. Aussie Aries, hi, how you doing? Okay. Now, I mentioned this multiple times, and it was after the first time, all right, they then fucking jumped on that. And don't you find that very interesting? Because hadn't it been mentioned in the past before, they wouldn't have used it. And I doubt very much they'd come up with it themselves, because if they did, they would have realized that, like, that's exactly what was going on. And the thing is, it wasn't just about them. It was about other people on the what the hell side as well. Right? Now, it's very interesting, you know, like plagiarism at the moment, from what I have learned and what I've seen so far with this whole thing. When it comes to plagiarism, people are literally like flies to shit, you know, and I get it. You know, there's different terminologies, different wordings. However, the thing is, you have to understand is that if you don't understand the terminology, right, or you don't understand the meaning of the terminology, you need to be very careful. Like when I first, people like ask me, "Oh, what does cockwomble mean?" You know, or shit like that. And you know, it's like, here's a tissue. Oh, what's that for? So after you take your face for a shit, you got something to wipe your mouth, and that should be said for a lot of people. But after seeing that, and there's a couple of other individuals I would like to talk about today. You know, but is it worth it? Is it really worth it? Because to be perfectly honest with you, I don't think it is. I don't think it is, because there's so many people out there who've got nothing better to do than to just look at all this shit and go, "Oh, fucking hell." You know, everyone is a fucking legal expert. Everyone is fucking 26-1. I died. Hello, ghost of Squid Pro. How's it hanging? But there's going to be some things and like coming up, and I'm looking forward to them, because I'm taking the gloves off on some of these. because I think it's about time that some people need to understand that, like, when you show fear, it's very easy for people to go out there and fucking intimidate and try to scare people, right? But one thing you have to understand is that, like, you don't have to be afraid of telling the truth. You don't have to be afraid of being truthful, and you keep yourself out of that dark room, right? And you will live life prosperously, because there's way too much bullshitting and shit stirring, and like people being threatening. And I mean, not physically threatening. I'm talking about like, oh fucking oh, I'm not. You say this, I'm gonna fucking show you. No, at the end of the day, you send me a DM and I think it's inappropriate, or I think it's fucking wrong or nasty, and I challenge you about it publicly, because I do that. That way, I will challenge you publicly, and if you fucking deny it, I'll just go ting. There you go. That's not me. That's photoshopped. Really? I mean, I am very, very tempted, very, very tempted with with pointing a finger at individuals, going, "You need to grow the fuck up. You need to grow up. You need to leave me the fuck alone. If you don't like me, why the fuck are you here?" That's another thing, right? Oh, I had a long time to think on this. If you don't like someone, why the fuck are you surrounding yourself with them? Why the hell are you here? Remember, I am not here to get rich. I am here to get rich in one thing, right? And that's basically you guys. You make me rich. The community as a whole. We have built a community. Right? Look at Squid bragging about 179 reps. But and that's what you should think. Now, remember if you remember the fake What the Hells group, right? No one talks about that as much. But I tell you one thing. How many people? Right, do me a favor, and be as honest as you possibly can. I want you to all to be as honest as you possibly can. All right. After that, What the Hells? Hi, Heidi. After What the Hells, the fake What the Hells group got closed down. All right. Have you been back? Press 1 if you have, and press 2 if you haven't. I am just busting your balls, Squid, and you should know that. And I'm going to continue to do so as a professional until hell freezes over and we are both ice skating like Torval and Dean. And Baby Squid and Daddy Squid and Papa Squid and Mama Squid are sitting there going 5.9, 5.7, 5.9. So, 2, no. Well, so basically, okay, Kim. Hi, welcome back. Welcome. I said, since the What the Hell's fake Facebook group has been closed down, have you been back to it? And there's a reason for my question, and you're hell to the no. And by the way, did you miss me? Oh, hi, Tammy. Good to see you. Did I say hello, Tammy? Yeah. Yeah. Right. Well, have a guess what? I go back there all the time. I am there continuously reading through every single post, every single comment. And here's a word of advice. Maybe Jeremy Hales should invest in someone to do that for him. Just maybe. Just saying. Wait, whoa, easy, Tiger, Sienna. Hey, you. Oh, God. You know, this is where starts becoming scary when people turn around and say, I missed you so much. I dreamt about you. I hope I wasn't the milkman or the postman. Wait a minute, postman? Is it postman? Yeah. Uh, um, as you can tell, there's no screenshots, no pictures up. It's just me. Just me. None of this flamboyant freaking pictures and music and, all that good crap. But I tell you one thing, though. All right, some of those people, I personally believe that shit needs to go offline. Like canker. Eric, you need to get your head out of gut. I think playing that card game is a bit too much for you. I think we should ban you from it for a month. Yeah. 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 Oh, yeah. Yeah. Autobots. My voice is gone. Yeah. Autobots, roll out. Yeah. But like I said, tonight is not going to be a long one. But I want to just a big shout out to my pretty, to SMN, to Roy Lozinger, Ammo Girl, and to Squid, and to everyone. Just a big shout out and a big hug. Thank you so much. And you know what for. Seagirl, hi. Welcome to the stream. You're the jailer and I'm the bad inmate. That needs to be. Oh, you're just sick in the head, Sienna. You're just sick in the head. I think I need to pepper spray you. Actual fact, yeah, I'm the jailer. I'll pepper spray you. I'll walk past, go. I'm just waiting for the real prisoner to walk in. I'm waiting for DJ Rattus to come in and go, da-da! Or JK Films to like go, ha, got you. Do. Yeah. But yeah, again, I mean, obviously sometimes 3D life does take precedent, and hopefully I can get back into it. But to be perfectly honest with you, this what the hell shit, it's getting tedious now. People want to make a big deal about it. Fine, that's entirely their choice. But it's you're beating a dead horse, really. All you're doing is going around in a circle. And let's put it this way. I mean, everything that's been going on in the Middle East and everything, I don't think people should be paying that much attention to what the hell's right now. I think they should be paying more attention to their own shit, their own backyard. Oh, crap. Oh, God. Oh, what was it? Yeah, no, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. You shouldn't laugh about shit like that. I tell you, ever since the pandemic, people have just been, yeah. So, how have you guys been? Talk to me. Actual fact, let me have a look at the poll. Scores on the doors. Oh. Well, that's an interesting result. Do you know what? You guys rock. You guys absolutely fucking rock. All right. Should this case be taken out of public eye? All right. 27 votes. All right. In the last 38 minutes, 19% say yes. 41% say no. 33% say only if it legally will help. And 7% if by doing so stops the toxicity. Wow. And before I even went live, I had a thumbs down. So thank you for the what do you call it? Thanks for the I forgot what it's called now. Interaction. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I think like the thing is, a lot of people don't realize. That's one thing you realize very quickly. All right, is that the pandemic, because it locked everyone up in their boxes, which we call a house. Because think about it, when you wake up in the morning, right? You wake up at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. You get shit shaved and showered. All right, and then you're off to work. All right, you have breakfast, and then you're off your work. You don't see your kids or your wife or your husband and your kids, all right, all day until the evening. And then you're back. You're together for 2, 3 hours, and then you go to bed. So you have a fair amount of that 24 hours where you're not with someone, where you're with other people. Yeah, Squid, do you want to jump on? Do you want to come on and join me? Because all right, and the problem is that caused a lot of issues. That caused a lot of divorces. It caused a lot of DV. It caused a lot. There was a lot of stuff happening. Yeah, and exactly common sense and being civil to each other. If it would be if I had this situation. That finger's hit the wrong foot. Wait, what? No. So it's, I get it. There's a lot of people out there who struggle. However, what it's done now, it's masked the reality of there are people out there who are really suffering. Yeah, same here, Squid. Who are really suffering, and unfortunately, it's being masked because people now know how to play the game, and that's the problem. And it's only a matter of time before people. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more people talking about this, but we don't know about it, and they're going, "Oh, right, okay. If they're getting away with that, they're getting away with this." That's why I don't think a lot of stuff should be said publicly by Jeremy or George or Deanna or Travis or anyone from his side or his camp or whatever you want to call it, his friends, right? Because the less people got, the less chances they got seeing what's coming towards them. Does that make sense? Because Jeremy's basically fucking silver spoon fed them exactly what's been going on. And a lot of people haven't said this. I think Squid mentioned it. Well, I think you mentioned it once or twice. But I've mentioned it multiple times. Where the less they talk, the better. I've said that multiple times. And then you want to get that dumbass walrus, whatever you want to call herself, sitting on her platform for hours and hours and hours. Fake laugh, fake. I mean, I've never heard anyone so fake. By the way, she has got a good voice, though. She has got a good voice. For 5 seconds, it sounded like she's got a good voice, so she can sing. But that was only 5 seconds, so that's all the credit she's getting, right? But when you've got people like fucking Robbie Kersey or Gabe, yeah. Robbie Kersey is a has-been. He has a has-been. He's had a lot of shit in his, spent a year. I mean, has anyone noticed that they've all got some sort of criminal conviction? Fucking hell. Really? Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not going to label him with anything, Squid, until he's not perfect. Put it that way. I mean, I've said that in the past. He's not perfect, and we have to agree to disagree that unless I see a reason for me to call him a narcissist, I don't. I just see he's got a very big fucking ego. you know, and you know, I don't know. I mean, I just think the less the better. Like I said, I'm not a psychologist, or I'm not a professional, so I can't, you know. But when it's ego driven, hey. But at the same time, right, he's got all the balls in his court, because you have to be an absolute freaking caveman or lady or other to not fucking see what's happening here. And the fact that the courts and the police and everyone else hasn't fucking seen what's going on here, you know. But yeah, Lisa, if you're fucking listeners, or any of your little slime ball fucking whatever you want to fucking call them, are sitting outside lurking, right? I think you need to check the law, because if the IRS decide to fucking investigate you, there is nothing on this planet that you can do. And the fact that you from day one did not show any type of evidence where any of the money went, except, and I quote, except the fence money that was already paid for in October. Right, and like some of the money you spent on why you bought channel flags or channel pitch flags with your channels on, right? And you know the money was for HG, not for fucking John Cook and his boots, or to buy boxes of booze and fireworks and all that good shit. That money was for the kid. But you know, and then it went from just Harley, and then it just went from HG, right, from one child to 6 children. So you did a little bit of fucking mudslinging there, didn't you? Right. So good luck on trying to dig yourself out of this one. And no matter what you do, from what I have heard and what I've been explained, no matter what you do, there's no way of you getting out of it. Yeah, well, if tax issues is the least of her problems, that I can assure you of. From what I was explained, and you know, because I can't remember exact case study it is, but if the IRS decide to subpoena you and to subpoena your financials, there is absolutely nothing you can do about it. You can try and fight it, but they will find everything. So all the money you received on Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and all that good stuff, yeah, they will know about it. And I think it's illegal to hide funds, isn't it, from the IRS? What's it called? What's the magic words called? Oh yes, tax evasion. You know. And here's the thing. Now, here's one thing, right? I have to give Lisa, yeah, and I hope you're paying attention. I hope you're paying attention. Had you been upfront, transparent from the get-go, this would not be a topic. This would not be at the top of the pinnacle of question. It's the major question that has been asked. Now, had you been honest, which you haven't, I mean, writing out a list of certain amount of cash cards or cash, what are they called again, Squid? The Lowe's cards, whatever they're called. Anyway, right now, it's very easy, like, you know, 100 there, 50 here, 100 there, 50 there, right? But let's not forget Amazon lists that you posted, right? A shitload of Amazon lists. Now that all comes together. That's part and parcel of it. And obviously I don't know if anyone's seen Only Me lately, because I haven't fucking seen him, but that's beside the point. I really don't care. All right. He doesn't like me, and hey, shit happens. Now, but one thing I don't like is the fact that someone took gift cards. There you go. Someone took advantage of him. But he went around it. He went around it the wrong way. What he should have done, if he's got the money to throw out the fucking window while he's driving at 70 miles an hour, all right, what he should have done is fucking employed a lawyer in the United States, all right, and paid that lawyer to do the job. As simple as. Or got himself a lawyer here in the UK, and then employed a lawyer in the United States, someone who's actually professional and didn't have like a nose that you could use as a wind sail, right, and actually do a job. But let's see what happens in a bankruptcy case. I mean, at the end of the day, to be perfectly honest with you, I am glad that I haven't been observing or watching anything that's been going on. But the only reason I'm talking about the crampons is when I turned my computer on and I went to do some YouTubing, it started playing. And I was like, "Oh right, what's this?" And I listened to it a couple of minutes, and I was like, "Really? You're literally sitting on your platform bragging and talking shit, and then that document, you wait, really? I mean, what part of your brain did not evolve?" And the thing is, what gets me, here's the excuse. Well, that email address is to make sure that any legal documents goes to it. That's why it's called legally legal. Fine. Okay. Whatever. Wait a minute. Amazon list don't count because they label as gifts up to a certain amount. Yes, that's my point, though, Squid. That is my point. If they label as gifts, why haven't we seen any of them? And also, you have to remember, if you can remember correctly, on those Amazon lists were gift cards for Lowe's. So if they were gifts, why didn't they not receive them? And if they did, where's the proof? Just saying. Oh, just saying. Because if you think about it, right, they had about, from what, I mean, this is just off the top of my head, from what I can remember, they had about $5,500 worth of gift cards and other stuff. Now, we all know that the fence was paid for, and the fence panels, the poles and the cement and everything was around, I think they made about $4 or $5 on grift for that. And that was already paid for because they, if I can remember correctly, they needed $1,275 to complete the whole amount for the fence. And some anonymous donor then donated that $1,275, if I can remember correctly. And that was in 24. So, and that was in October. So if they already got the money for the fence in October, and oh my God, thank you so much, fucking cattle prod. You need to stop saying that because then she wants one. She's fallen asleep. Excuse me. Lowe's buys back their gift cards. Really? But don't you? I mean, like, if you did right. Okay, here's my question then: if Lowe's buy back, and thank you very much for the $10 a cattle prod. That's just wrong in so many ways. I don't even know how to. You just want to see. You just want to see me in pain, don't you? Yeah, don't worry, don't worry. I'm 100. I'm 100. I'm 180 away. I'm 180 away. So hopefully, once it's fully, once everything's ready, then it's all good on the Western Front. So all I need to do is get 120. Then that's 100%. And then I'm going to wait until I get 200 before I click any buttons. And then I'm going to I'll probably might show proof to Squid or DJ Rattus that I haven't monetized any of the live streams or videos until I reach 1,200 members. That's when I'm looking at it right now, and I am at 820. Oh, I lost 4. Ha! Bye. Oh my God, Snowflower, thank you so much, my darling. And hello, Snowflower, my darling. Good to see you. Thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate that. God, you guys, either you want to see me in pain or you just want to hear that fucking skeleton hit my head. And Snowflower, you're an angel, And actual fact, going off all the negativity and the negative shit, I'm going to talk about something positive. Do you know, when I met Snowflower, it was through the most. I think there was a lot of negativity going on at the time, and if Eric's still here, we were. Yeah, that's on your second account. I'm on 60. I actually lost one on my gaming account, but hey, that's beside the point. I don't brag, but my revenge with you, Squid, will be soon. No, what was I going to say? Yeah, and we were helping Eric out to get more mobile, and we achieved that. And Snowflower was one of the actual individual who achieved that goal, besides other individuals as well. There's a lot of people who came to Eric's support and that, and we got chatting and everything. And then I saw a music video, and it basically it richly hit home, and so yeah, it was nice. Oh my God. Huh. Yeah, I don't even know how to react to that, Snowflower. Thank you so much, my darling. Wow. I really do appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah. I should bring you on one day, Snowflower, if you want to come on. Yeah, Spawn will be back. Yeah, I broke. Yeah, broke. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Wow. I really do appreciate that. I really do. So if you guys, know what to do, spread the word. Let's get up to 1,200, and then let's do it. And by the way, Paul might even show you my fingernails. It's really weird. People say like if you smoke, you bite your fingernails, but I don't. I actually broke one of them anyway. I broke one of my fingernails on the car because oh man, that fucking car. I tell you. Yeah. But I'm going to ask you guys a question. I'm going to ask you a question. I want to work on some. I want to work on some editing this week for my gaming channel. Snowflower, you know you're always welcome here, sweetheart, and you know that all you have to do is just send one message, and I'm there for you. I said that before. I said that in the past. Yeah, everyone, even Squid, even though when she's a pain in my ass sometimes, right, and vice versa. We're quite good at that. We actually take weeks. Like, oh, it's next week's your turn. Anyway, you're always welcome. I'm always there for all of you. If I can sit there and just be someone for you to listen to, or for you to have to listen, I'll listen. You know. Well, I'm down to one packet a day now. I am smoking roll ups. So, and my queen has been forcing that. I can understand. I understand, Snow. But the thing is, like, here's the thing: you just need to take one step at a time, right? Go through the process, the grieving process, and everything else, and go through everything that you need to go through, right? And you just need to remember that there are people around you who will listen to you, who will just sit there and listen. And if you need that hug, then you got that hug. You need that shoulder to cry on, you got that shoulder to cry on. You need a pair of ears, then you've got ears. You just need to allow yourself to naturally progress, if that makes sense. You know. Yeah, Squid. What I'll do, we definitely need to catch up. So be ready for a call tomorrow. I expect you to answer it. Failure to do so will mean immediate mocking in multiple different ways and languages, depending. Yeah. So, and I really do appreciate your kindness, and not just you, from SMA and from Roy, from everyone who's got memberships, and everyone who's and like, I need to get into this. I just don't know how and what to do. On members, I want to do something, but I just you know exactly, girl, exactly. You see, the thing is, when the how can I put this? There are times when you go through life when something happens, something really bad. With a little, with the little one. No, oh, no, 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 she's still, no, no. That's another thing. I need to start playing that again. That's good. That's good. Thank you very much for rubbing that in, because I still smoke. God, I'll be honest with you. I smoke roll ups. I roll cigarettes now, and I'll be very honest with you. Um, I'd rather be stabbed in the arse with a hot poker and asked to dance the breakdance. Um, it is tedious. Every time I want to smoke, I have to roll one, and um, I'm learning very quickly that, like, I need to slow it down. So I'm smoking roll ups during the day, and then in the evening at night, I got regular fags, regular cigarettes, smokes, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, don't worry, I'll be cutting up. I don't drink alcohol, so you know, yeah, no filters. I tried once. I tried to smoke a roll up with a filter, and it was like trying to suck air through a brick. So I have decided, like, but it helps. And again, Gail, thank you very much. That was it you who said I sounded better today? Well, thank you very much. but it's one of those things. It's one of those things. Rolling my own is what broke my habit. Yeah, you see people. Snowflower agrees with me. I'm rolling my own as well. Oh my god, it gets to a point where you just don't want to smoke, because that's one thing I noticed. When was it? The other day, I was sitting and I was like, God, I need to smoke. I need to, when you get to that point, when you go, oh God, I need to smoke. I need to smoke. And I took out my tobacco and I took out my tobacco tin and I went to open it and I just looked at it and I went, fuck it, I'm too fucking lazy to roll a cigarette right now. So I just put it back in my pocket. And like about 3 or 4 hours later, one of my mates turned around. He said, I've noticed that you haven't rolled one. And I went, what? He said, yeah, I mean, I can see your table and that. And I went, because we're on Zoom. SMN. Do you know how much the cigarettes are over here now? £15. £15. 1 second. 15 pound. $20 a packet. That's $20 a packet. That's why I want to wean myself off the big the main cigarettes. So. Right, okay, guys. Let me ask you a question. Excuse me. Oh yeah. Oh baby. Here we go. You ready? Yeah, Dr. Pepper. Yeah, if you ever want nectar of love. Oh my God. We want the precious. We want it. Schmeagol, stop it. We want the precious. We want it now. Oh. Yeah, and it's healthier as well over here. Oh, sorry. Right, guys. What was I going to say? It's entirely up to you. I can do another 20 minutes, half an hour. But I want to. Today was going to be a short one. But I just want to say thank you. I really, first of all, I want to apologize to everyone that I just went dark. I went silent. Two, I appreciate and thank everybody, including Roy. Hi there. They're talking to the devil. Dude, I can remember going in and buying fags in a naffy. I went, actual fact, where was it? God, it was years ago in JHQ in Rydal, and I went into the PX. And I went, by the way, do I need a ration card to get some fags in? And they went, what? And I went, 6 smokes. And I went, no. So I bought a carton of cigarettes, and it was $12 or $13 or something like that for a carton. I am hoping that by the end of this year I've stopped smoking. So I've got 10 months. I'm hoping, but I'm not going to promise. But I was going to get a pipe. The only problem is you can't inhale pipe smoke. Well, that's what I've been told. But I don't want to walk around looking like fucking Sherlock. Oh, Mr. Holmes, Dr. Watson, how can I help? Ah, Mr. Holmes, I believe Quasimodo's knocking on the door. Hello. Really, you definitely. It's going to be. It has to be attached to the fucking power grid. But yeah, I definitely will catch up with a couple of people. Roy, by the way, SMN, thank you so much. Oh, no, SMN, no. Thank you very much for the 3 months. And 3 months, wow, you're at the 3 month point. Shit, that means I need to upgrade some icons. What, a pipe? What do you think? A pipe? Can you smoke a pipe? Can you inhale the smoke from a pipe? Let's have a look at the poll while we'll wait for the answers. So, oh wow, yeah, 19% yes, 42% no, 42% only if it can legally help, and 6% no. Interesting. So again, thank you so much for the. Wait a minute. Yeah, ridiculously, we had tobacconists selling cheaper from overseas, but government shut them all down. No, hence the black market. Well, Aussie, here's the thing. Some people, what they do, right? You'll get people. They'll go over. They'll go and buy tobacco or cigarettes and stuff like that, and two will go in a vehicle. One will go on as a foot passenger, and the other one will go on a train, and then they'll come back. They'll do like a day trip or 2 days of that, and then they'll come back, and it's just for one person. I've seen people do that. So can you inhale the smoke from a pipe, Eric? Because I've been trying to find out, and some people say no. Most of it says no. The others say yes, you can. Only a small part of it. Um, so I'd be really, really interested to, if any of you happen to know any pipe smokers, I would really appreciate that. And also, again, big shout out. Remember, um, don't forget the old gaming stream. I forgot what I was going to say now. Yeah, don't forget if you're not part of the gaming channel, here's the gaming channel, and also don't forget you got Squidpo Crow who will be doing her bit tomorrow. And yeah, so. And Eric, if you want to drop your link in there, you can drop your link if you like. Snowflower, I can't get on. Thank you so much, my darling. Wilbertine and nicotine gum. It worked. Wilbertine. I'll check that out, mate. I will check, because I do want to quit. I really do. I've got the will. I've got the willingness to stop. I just need to. Yeah, I'm a bit concerned about Aussie Gen. Yeah, if anyone, I know that Aussie Gen's been busy or so, but if anyone's in touch with her, please let us know what's going on. Evidence through motion, yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Where did I'm subscribed to that. 1 second. There you go. I'm subscribed to it, so I've got the link. And I usually do. I don't go in. I just sit. Paul, how you doing, mate? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. And don't forget, Eric's just put his link in as well. And a big shout out to DJ Rattus and JK Films for, helping me with the tunes and that. All right, SMN, I appreciate that, buddy. Keep me updated, yeah? Will Boutrin. An antidepressant used to treat major depressive disorder, seasonal affective disorders, and age smoking cessation. It acts as a norepinephrine. Typically increasing energy and mood, common side effects including insomnia, dry mouth. Insomnia, well, I'm covered on that one, all right, because that my PTS has got insomnia. Dry mouth, well, that happens when I talk too much and I don't drink my Dr. Pepper. Headache, yeah, I usually get a headache when people talk shit. And nausea, yeah, when I have to talk about the fucking crampons. So yeah, covered on that one. That'll fucking, yeah. Yeah. Serious risks in prosecuting. It carries a boxed warning for potential suicide. Was it constipation, tremor, and increased sweating? I could do sweating. You pronounced it Wellpatrin. Yeah, Wellpatrin. I know. Sometimes I can pronounce things correctly. Right. Anyway, guys. First things first. Right. First things first. A big shout out to SMN for the $10 for the cattle prod, and to Snowflower for the $50, and also for the $99.99. Thank you so much, my darling. I really appreciate that, and I promise you, you will see results of this. Probably a remote control car for the wife. Oh, she didn't hear that. At least it'll be working. And SMN, thank you very much for your continuous membership. I appreciate it, bud. And Paul, good to see you as well. Yeah, and if you like, especially, yeah, I really don't know anything else to say what I've said tonight, especially with those idiots. But one thing I can say is that I personally believe that the less is said online or in public, the better. The reason being is because it leaves, yeah, they'll be a little bit concerned of what's going on in the background. Oh, yeah, I heard about the planes that got hit in Kuwait. Someone just sent me the video of the F-15 pilot that ejected safely, and she looks very well. She's got a big smile on her face, so that's good. She's good. A plane can be rebuilt, and life can't. So that's good that she's okay. Oh, that'll be her, not me. Oh, definitely not me. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Right. So, once I get back into it. So, anyway, going back to my question, I want to do some editing this week. Would anyone be offended if I mean, obviously, I'm going to be with Squid tomorrow if Squid wants it. But if anyone wants, if anyone is offended if I, concentrate on some of the editing for the other channel this week. Six Americans unaided. Oh, unalived. Yeah, yeah. I mean, but the thing is, what happened in Kuwait? That's interesting. Either someone's very trigger happy, or they don't have friendlies on friendly tag on, because they do have like a beacon, like what we used to put on a helmet. It used to be called a mouse, and it was an IR blip. So basically, on each side of your shirts as well, you'd have like an IR that you could see it with infrared. So I can't understand why some of these planes got hit in Kuwait. That's and that actually looks like the road going towards Doha. but I could be wrong. It looks very familiar. Yeah. So is no, I am asking you guys because the thing is, you know that I like to do live streams and say it as it is, but I want to get some stuff on the other channel because I've been neglecting it, which I shouldn't have done. So if anyone is offended, if you don't mind, I would like this week to concentrate on that, if you don't mind. And I've got a new game to show you. Oh yes, and I probably might record some of it, and then I'll post that as well. So on that note, have a guess what? We're now going to go to a Q&A time. So it's question time. And Amma Girl, are you still here? And what we're going to do, we're going to close down the poll. Well, I'm just asking. I want you guys to be comfortable. And there you go. The poll's done. Yeah, I'm gonna go tomorrow. I'll touch base with you as well tomorrow. Just bring you up to speed and everything. Right. So now that the poll's done, the results are on, the scores are on the doors. So yeah. Anyway, if you got any questions, go ahead and fire those questions. And if I don't want to answer the question, I won't. I'll just politely go no. But I just want to thank everybody for coming. Really appreciate it. Dr. Pepper. Oh God, yeah, I feel it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I should be, I should get sponsored by Dr. Pepper. Just about everyone voted. Yeah. And I'm, I respect that as well. The fact that like 40% said no, right, and then you got 33% only if it will help, 18% yes, and 9% if it stops the toxicity. I mean, I can see that point of view. No matter what you do, it's not going to stop toxicity or drama. It's still going to be there. No, Gail. No. Ozzy, you're very welcome. Can you remember when I first started going live and all you could hear was this? Can you remember that? And the reason is, wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Excuse me? Oh, that's fucking fighting talk where I come from. Actual fact, the next time Rosalind, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to go, right, I want my sheep back. No ransom fee will be paid. Gail, did that annoy you? Did it? That click? Well, now it's. Oh yeah. Oh no, you can't believe. No, don't believe. I just feel this. Unfucking believable. However, what I do have. What I do have is a pack of lighters that my beautiful queen got me. There you go. That's the new lighter. Yeah, it's not going to piss anyone off. You just hear this click. Yeah, I do apologize. I don't want to impersonate sort of. Yeah. Well, a couple of things have changed. I don't swear as much. Well, fuck that anyway. I mean, who gives a shit about fucking swearing? It's quite anyway. Um, and I try to make sure that I've got a working lighter. But my God, it's good to be back, and I am so thankful for all of you. And again, the flockers, that's good. Get a Zippo, Paul. That's not a bad idea. I think I will. I heard Tug's lighter once where it went. I heard it once, but I probably might get something that you want here. Yeah, I probably might get a Zippo. I may try to find the old one I've got because I got my old man's Zippo, and then I got my own. But anyway, guys, I'm going to make like the wind and blow. As you've got no questions. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a members only this week, where we can just chill out and just fucking chat. Then you can oh, that's a good point. Actual fact. There you go. Well, the first 5, that was my first 5 this month. Wait, what? Yeah. There you go. So on that note, guys, thanks very much for being here. A big shout out to Snowflower and SMN, for your generosity and for your input and support. And where is it? Yeah, so big shout out to Snowflower, SMN. Thank you guys so much for that. I really do appreciate that. And yeah, welcome to all the new members. And look forward to. I probably will do a members only, just to catch up, and just to shoot the shit. Be a little bit more relaxed. So on that note, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the support, and thank you so much to for who you are. And Snowflower, you know where I am if you ever need me, and that goes for any of you. Okay. That would be myself, Space. You're welcome. Congratulations. I decided to gift 5 gifts, and you were the recipient. So you're welcome, my friend. Not a problem. But on that note, guys, I'm going to call it. I'm going to have a good one. I mean, you're going to have a good one. And actually, who's live right now? No, you're welcome, sir. You're welcome. Let's have a look who's live. Who is live? I don't. Who's live? Anyone know who's live? Who is live right now? Who is live? Who is live? Who is live? Who is live? Oh my God! Bill Clinton testifies on Epstein. Oh God! Just what happened? Pizzagate. Oh, Hillary Clinton deposition. Let's go. I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in that. Oh, anyone we know is not live. Oh well, there you go. No one's live there anyway. So yeah. All right then, Gabe. Hey Roy, how's obviously keep me updated again. Thank you guys for you know what you did. So thank you very much. Thank you for being here. And as you know, the old saying goes: 3, 2, 1. Yeet.
They go live every night selling drama on demand with crampons sitting on their ass and dicky on hand. Fake tears falling, oh I'm just speaking truth, while they pocket super chats and exploit the loons. Gator rolls in trying to act real cool, but he's stirring up heat, breaking all the rules. Haters in a circle, all bark, no bite, till Spawn Trooper drops and it flips on the light. Spawn Trooper, he bring truth and facts to the land. Spawn Trooper, he says the situation at hand. Spawn Trooper, is weak with this one. Deuces in the mix, spinning lies for the stream. He acts like a king, but his throne's just a meme. Dodging all the questions with a scripted phrase, trying to fool the crowd, but he's just a face. Bones Lacker's got a seat at the front of the show, putting up a front, but got nowhere to go. Guano's hiding in shadows, throwing shade in the chat. They all act tough, but Spawn Trooper's on that. Spawn Trooper, he bring truth and facts to the land. Spawn Trooper, he says the situation at hand. With this one, now the people rise, no longer blind. The lies unravel one stream at a time. Truth's not merch, it don't come in packs. And Spawn Troopers got receipts, not just attacks. He says turn off the feed, walk into the sun. This war for your mind, it's already begun. With clarity blazing like a saber so bright, he leads the way through the digital night. Spawn Troopers say, I see you playing, keeping up the show, spinning your stories, but the truth starts to flow. Your gators pull high like you're some kind of lord, but all you're doing striking out with the faulty sword. You're no warrior, just a puppet on strings. Your fake crown don't mean a thing. The game's up now, you're out of move. Spawn Troopers here to expose your groove. Spawn Trooper, he bring truth and facts to the land. Spawn Trooper, he assesses the situation at hand. Trooper, then he say the words, truth don't kneel to no one man. Trooper, the force is weak with this one.
Truth will rise in the end, no place for deceit.
May grim unwind, get a whole group on. The force is weak with this whole bunch.